Uh-oh. Did something just happen and I'm on? Hey, Ruby, fly in.
Hey, Taylor, I don't know what just happened.
It just, good thing I wasn't like sucking my thumb or picking my nose or doing something.
I have truly no clue what just happened. And I want you to know this is me at my computer. I'm like prepping everything. I'm getting my notes. And I see you flash on the screen and literally I go,
did that just happen?
Okay. Would you like to play the intro again? Would you like me to fly out?
The intro again. I think everybody gets. I don't even know. Did it show that who my guests were? I guess it got to that screen.
God, I hope so.
And it's okay. We're here. We're live, and we'll. It's Gremlins.
We totally are live. Yeah. I mean, yep. Okay, flying out.
Bye. Good afternoon. Hi. It's Tuesday, June 16th. My name is Taylor Morgan, and this is live, as you can see. The name of the show is Tayste Local. And what we do is we talk to local restaurant owners in South Florida. We've been doing it since lockdown happened on April 28th. That was our first show. This is our actually 11th episode. So welcome, and thanks for tuning in. We've got the little chat thing going on Facebook and the YouTube pages. So if you'd like to chime in and ask a question of any of our guests today, we're going to do some trivia. We like the back and forth. We love that. And I have some great guests today. We're missing Randy Sauter. Unfortunately, Randy owns Sauter's Landing, really cute little hidden gem in Jensen Beach. But at the last minute, he couldn't make it. However, we're going to have a good time with Chef Thomas over at Two Chefs Souparee in Lantana. Have you been there? Oh, okay. If you're a soup person, I am a soup person. I am a soup. It's comfort food, you know. If you're a soup person, you've got to know about Two Chefs Souparee. It's been in existence, I think it's like 16 years now. And we'll talk to Chef Thomas. We'll actually give away a gift certificate with our trivia question. And then we'll take it up north a little bit. And we'll head to Juno Beach and we'll talk to Chef Glenn at the Juno Beach Fish House. Another great eatery. Been in business for 18 and a half, we'll ask them, years. And man, is that, if you like lobster, that's the place to go. Great fresh seafood. So we'll talk to both of them. We'll play some games. And I also have an actual special guest today. I'm going to bring her on in just a second. You've heard me talk about her, but we haven't met her. We've met Ruby many times. But we've never met Judy. Not yet. We're going to meet her in a second. Boy, I don't know what I would do without my Judy. I call her Juju B. She's my right hand. She has been for 16 years. She's amazing, and I can't wait to introduce you to her. But before we bring her on, I just want to ask, have you taken my challenge? So last week I proposed a challenge, and it is to save local restaurants. All you have to do, it's really an easy challenge, is visit one restaurant you've never been to before during the month. One time a month, and I'm talking every month. Don't just do this now and then forget about it next month and the month after. One time a month, visit a restaurant you've never been to before. It can be a sub shop, it can be fine dining, doesn't matter. Just go support someplace local that maybe somebody told you about or that you've driven by 1,000 times and you said, I gotta get there one of these days. Have you been to any place new? I'm gonna check the comments. So 400 computers around me. Okay. Is anybody there yet? No live comments. Oh, we're all alone. I'm all alone. Anyway, so when people get on, then we'll start our show. Actually, we have to, it takes a little while. People are actually going back to work. It's a beautiful day. Maybe they're taking a walk. The other thing I wanted to mention was, today, we added a bunch of new restaurants back on Local Dines. We had to take Local Dines, as you know, if you've watched the show before, localdines.com, great dining guide. We had to take it offline while the restaurant shutdown was happening, brought it back while restaurants started to reopen. on May 18th. And little by little, more and more of our wonderful restaurant clients are coming back. And today we just re-added the Gallery Grill into Cuesta. If you're an Eggs Benedict fan, that's your place. Matter of fact, Gallery Grill into Cuesta was one of Burt Reynolds' favorite restaurants. Got to go check that out if you haven't done that. The Boynton Diner is back. If you love comfort food, that's the place to be down in Boynton. So you can buy a gift certificate to the Boynton Diner or Gallery Grill at half price or better on localdines.com. And what other restaurant? Hold on, got to get my notes. Can't remember a thing anymore. Old Metal Classics Cafe. Oh, this is such a cool place in Northwood, on Northwood Road. Peter and Marcia opened up this cafe where she does all the homemade food. She makes a wonderful quiche and a great tomato bisque. Peter is a big fan of classic motorbikes. So this cafe has two rows of these classic 1920s, 1950s motorcycles that have been in shows, and they actually have won awards. So if you like that kind of thing, it's really a really cool place. So you have a nice cup of coffee, and they have mimosas and like cafe type European cafe type food. It's on Northwood Road, Old Metal Classics Cafe, and that you can find also on localdines.com. Go to our dining guide, look up restaurants near you. You can purchase gift certificates for 50% off or better. You'll be saving money and helping to support local restaurants. We also added Butterfield's a Southern Cafe in Royal Palm Beach. That's a new restaurant on our site today. They are actually it's family owned by Mike Foley, and they actually own Tom Sawyer's Country Cafe on Forest Hill Boulevard in West Palm Beach, and Short Stacks in Wellington. So if you love great home-style Southern comfort food, Butterfield's Southern Cafe is now also on localdines.com. Okay, anybody here to take my challenge? Oh, now Darlene has not been out this week. Hang on, I got too many mice. I got Mises to pieces here. Hold on. Hi, Sean. How are you? She's working at her office at school and playing a little hooky at the same time. I'm really low today. Should I? Hold on a second. Okay, I'm hired now. Hi. How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. I was kind of like hanging. There we go. I'm just kind of hanging over the thing here. Where's Waldo? Okay. Sean says she loves Two Chef Souparee. Yep. There's quite a bit from Krista McAuliffe's school where she works. Great. Darlene hasn't been out. That's weird for Darlene. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? Hi, Linda. How are you? Linda runs a great Facebook group. Eat Local. What's the exact name of it? Eat Local, Tayste Local, I think it is. A lot of people there, all talking about local restaurants. And Sean also goes to the Boynton Diner, close to your house. A lot of food for the money, absolutely. And she has a tip. Ask for the home fries to be deep fried. Oh, my God. I would totally ask for the home fries to be deep fried, like crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Oh, my God. All right, let's bring on Judy. Judy has been with me with Local Dines for 16, maybe it's 17, I don't know, 592 years at this point. I can't believe she still works with me. She's up on the Treasure Coast area, and I just want to find out what's going on up there. I haven't been up there in about 3 or 4 weeks now. Judy Gannon, hi, almost. There she is. Look how cute she is. Isn't she cute? I call her my little Juju bee.
Hi, everyone.
Judy's responsibility.
Taylor,
Go ahead.
Oh, I have a surprise for you.
You do?
I do. We have 3 more restaurants that are going to be coming back on tomorrow.
Who? What?
Lakeview Bar and Grill.
Yay!
By the way, guys, they have Tito's on tap.
They do. They have Tito's on tap.
It's so good, right?
Uh-huh. And what else?
And then we have Fiorentino's is going to be coming back, and they're going to be having their certificates valid for carryout orders as well.
Excellent.
For those that are still nervous to go out and eat.
Excellent.
And Kava Cat will be coming back on with us tomorrow as well.
Kava Cat, if you need some calmness in your life, they have all these different kinds of kavas and CBD drinks and really kombucha and all that kind of stuff. And that's in Port St. Lucie, right? Kava Cat?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh, so that's great. See, this is what Judy does. While I'm doing other stuff, and Ruby Ruby takes care of the guests on the day of the show and leading up to the show. Judy gets all the guests on the show, plus takes care of everything, basically all the customer service right now for Local Dines, and getting our clients back on, getting new restaurants on, and I honestly do not know what I would do without you. So big social hugs to Judy.
Big hugs.
So you went to Uncle Giuseppe's up in Port St. Lucie a couple days ago, right? I want to hear what happened there. How was it?
I did. I went to Uncle Giuseppe's, a little bit of Brooklyn. They're in Stuart, Florida, right by the Roosevelt Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a really fun experience. I mean, I love their food to begin with, but we decided to have dessert afterwards. You know, they have amazing homemade tiramisu.
Mm-hmm.
And we ordered port wine. I have never experienced port wine before, so I'm going to tell you what happened.
Did they
swirled it.
Did they ask you to try the port wine, or did you just do it yourself?
Oh, no, Les wanted me to try the port wine and set me up for the whole thing. So it comes in these cute little, tiny wine glasses, and it's really thick. And when you taste it, it's very oily. And I was like, I don't really like this. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know why you made me order this. And he said, okay, now take a sip of water, clear your palate, take a bite of the tiramisu, and now try a sip of the port wine. Taylor, it was like magic in my mouth.
Wow.
It completely changed, and I loved it.
Isn't that funny that it does that? It does. It's meant to be an aperitif.
Yes.
Something that's very, very heavy. But yeah, it's not like something you would go out and let's drink port wine. No. That. It's meant to go with dessert, something sweet, maybe even cheeses sometimes too. Port wine goes well with certain cheeses. But it's Maria over there, right?
Yeah, Maria and Giacomo, they're doing fantastic. So they're back open at their 50%, and their bar was, nice and spaced out, seats missing in between. And they had a really good crowd in there for 50%. They had all their tables filled. So I was very happy for them.
Good. That's good. Any place else you've been to you want to tell us about?
Just my regular staples. We go to Lures quite frequently, and they're always great. I haven't really been out that much. I have not been to a bar yet since the bars have opened. Yeah.
It's a little too early for that for me anyway.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I want to go somewhere where I can sit outside or be away from people.
We went to Pelican Cafe because it was my friend Rob Russell's birthday celebration, and he was singing. And I got to tell you, the joy on Mark Frangione's face when he had customers in his restaurant enjoying themselves, having a great, great time. I saw anguish on Mark's face a couple months ago, and now I'm seeing joy because things are starting to get back to normal. And I mean, yes, there is still a pandemic, but I mean, as long as if you feel safe going out and if you're taking precautions and you're washing your hands, you still have to wash your hands. You still have to, wear your mask. But when you take those precautions, I don't know. It's it felt nice. I went out with my girlfriends that I hadn't seen since February, So it just felt like it was nice to be normal again, It's and I felt okay. And here it is 2 days later. I'm okay. I'm still here. And everybody that was there was having a great time. We had some wonderful food, great entertainment. and got to wish Rob Russell a happy birthday as he wore his not leopard, his zebra mask. It was great. So we had a good time. Well, look at her cute smile. Look at those dimples.
I know you mentioned Old Metal Classic earlier, that they're back on Local Dines, and I wanted to tell you what Peter said. First, he had some very wonderful things to say about us and Local Dines and the customers that he's met that have came in and told him they never would have found him had it not been for Local Dines.
That's why we
love
exist.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, you guys have to come check out my tent in the parking lot. He said, it feels like South Beach out here with all my tables outside, and it looks so beautiful, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow. I got to go down there. It's right down the street. I got to go video it and show everybody. We'll do that. Well, thank you for that tidbit. Thank you for all your hard work and getting, I mean, she is responsible for getting all the restaurants back on Local Dines. Everybody give a big thumbs up to Judy Gannon. I cannot do it without her. Unbelievable. All right. Thank you.
And
yeah.
Before you cut out, maybe Ruby Bird can fly back in for just a second so that we can let her know your audio is crackling a little bit.
Oh, it is? I don't know.
Ruby Bird.
All I know is we're having a delay.
I'm here. I'm listening on YouTube. I have another tab open. I don't have any audio crackling on my end, but I will double check.
Okay. All right. Let's get to our guests. Thank you
Ruby.
so much. Take care. I'll talk to you later, Judy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's get to our guests. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to say, Dawn Marie wants to know, how do we friend Judy? Look up Judy Gannon, Dawn. Judy Gannon. It'll say in her profile, works at Local Dines. Thank you, Darlene. Woohoo for Judy. Taylor sounds fine. The volume for Judy was low. Yes, that's why I don't like when people do it on a phone. All right, let's get to it. Who likes soup? Who likes soup? I love soup. What's your favorite kind of soup? Tell me in the comments. This guy, Chef Thomas, owns Two Chefs Souparee in Lantana at Pinewood Square. And my gosh, I think he's been on Local Dines like almost the whole time he's been open. I actually used him to cater 2 Christmas parties at my house, and we became friends, and he's just got such an amazing product and such a good crew over there. And let's say hello and welcome Chef Thomas. I'm gonna screw up the name. Mazzocchi. How do you say your last name? I just call you Chef Tom.
Mazzocchi, very close.
I almost had it. How are you? I haven't seen you in like years now.
Taylor, I am awesome, and it is awesome to see you. The last time I was close to you, I was on the radio. This is much different.
That's right. Yeah. It's like I have to go poof off my hair. I got to put lipstick on, the whole 9 yards. Oh my God. So how you been? How did you have to close down when things were upside down for a while, or did you stay open?
I didn't close down. Now, of course, for a while we were only having 4 or 5 people a day walk in.
Yeah.
Which obviously was very tough.
Yeah.
But at this point, everybody's coming back around. I'm getting busy. People are coming in. I just had a little line. I'm sitting in my dining room right now. I do have 4 people in here that are all looking at me funny, wondering what I'm doing.
He's on TV.
That's what I told them. But we have been here 16 years.
16 years. Yeah. Wow.
16.
Well, I think my first Christmas party was sometime around 2004, and that was the first one you guys catered. Amazing job.
Your house was nice too. I sat out by the pool, by the bar, had a drink when it was all over.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a lot of fun. You had a very nice house. I had my whole crew there, and
passing hors d'oeuvres and all kinds of things. So it wasn't just soup. I mean, you do full-on catering.
No. We were doing the pass hors d'oeuvres. I actually forget the entrees because it was about 10 years ago. But no, it was all party food.
Didn't we do a mashed potato bar?
We could have done a loaded potato bar.
I think we did that because that was like the big thing back then, doing like this fancy potato bar where you could put on your own toppings and stuff. I don't know. I think we did that. But anyway, your girls were fantastic, and we passed hors d'oeuvres down by the pool, and oh my God, it was I miss that house. Not there anymore. That's why I haven't had parties. Now I'm in my little condo by the sea, but it's nice.
You're not your big house anymore, huh? Your nice house anymore.
No, too much work. Too much work. I'm downsizing.
Okay.
And speaking of work, who is the second chef? You're two chefs, Souparee, but there's only Chef Thomas that I know of.
Well, as you know, 16 years ago, I had a partner for about 3 months. And at this point, my sister, who did not go to school to be a chef, but she has learned from me in the last 3 years, and I would definitely say that she's my second chef now.
Wow.
I couldn't say that 3 years ago. She didn't have the skills or all the knowledge. But at this point, she does. She does anything I ask. I do catering. I give her lists. She's very good. She became very good.
Not only is your sister your right hand, but your mom is there as well.
The best desserts in town. You know that. People come in here and the first thing they say is, I don't care what it is. She doesn't make a bad one. I'll take whatever she made today.
And she's Grandma Jane. She's 80 years old. She still shows up.
She showed up every day during this pandemic scare. I couldn't get her to stay home, so she came every day. But the first thing she did is she would bleach down the front of the restaurant, of course.
Wow.
But she would not stay home. And she's actually 82.
82.
Yes.
That's incredible. So
she's awesome.
You know what? It's funny. It just reminded me of Venice. Okay, so when we were in Venice in October, there was these old grandmas. I hate to call her an old grandma because she's very young at heart, but there were these, older ladies. These grandmas would go outside and they would wash the street in front of their homes. They'd be washing doors. This was not during the pandemic. This was what Italian ladies do. They'd be washing the inside, washing the outside. That just conjured up visions of that. Because you are Italian, right?
I am. Last name is Mazzocchi.
Mazzocchi, yes.
Yes. An Italian boy from Jersey, if there's any such thing as that.
People from Jersey are the best people. There's something in the water. I love Jersey people. My grandparents were from Jersey.
Okay.
And the best
I heard that you don't go out during the pandemic to any bars.
No, not yet.
All right. Well, no. I guess on my birthday was the 28th of April, and I was not having it. I was home much too long. So I had to find myself. Being from New Jersey, it wasn't that hard to find 2 or 3 black market bars that were still open. And that's what I had to do. But, of course, washing my hands and wearing the face mask, I did. Except when I was drinking, of course. You have to move it there for your drink. But, the pandemic was a big deal. But I don't think that that people have to remember, as long as you're washing your hands, you can still go out. You can still just can't touch people. It's not going to come get you by accident.
Yeah.
It comes from touching things and not washing properly.
Yep.
And I never got sick because I am a chef and I'm freaky about washing my hands. I wash my hands consistently, constantly, at work or not. But yes, I did go out and I survived on my birthday.
Yay! My birthday was during COVID too, and I did go out, and I'm still here to talk about it. So we're all good. So let's talk soup.
All right.
What a concept, and where did you get this concept from? I mean, were you a Seinfeld fan? I mean,
I grew up in New Jersey out in the country, and in the wintertime, of course, we had our motorcycles. We're always out in the snow, not on the computers like they are now. But when we came in, Mom always had a pot of soup on the stove, whether it was onion, split pea, beef stew, when there was snow on the ground and we came in, we knew there was going to be something on that stove. So it was comfort food to me growing up. So I'm in Florida, and I know that it's not quite as chilly here in Florida than it gets in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But I figured people are still going to like comfort food.
Yep.
Now, it took a little while, but I mean, knock on wood, I've had a really good run here. I have a lot of regulars, a lot of people that really like it. And comfort food means that people are happy when they start to get it. So it's always nicer dealing with happy people.
Comfort food will never go out of fashion, ever.
And of course, I have the facility here now, so I can do the catering like I did at your house.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I have my staff here trained very well. I make the soups in the daytime, and I can go out at night and the weekends, and I do a lot of catering.
And how many soups, like you have, I'm going to show some pictures of how it's laid out. How many soups a day do you have? How many different varieties?
Oh, I got about 18 to 20 every day.
Wow.
But, you know, I make one big pot of beef stew, and I'll take half out before I thicken it, and I'll make beef barley out of it.
Wow.
So that one pot, I make 2 soups.
Mm-hmm.
My chicken vegetable, I have even a bigger pot. And when I make that, I'll make 3 or 4 soups out of it. I'll make that the base for my Italian wedding, which I'll add the meatballs and the egg and the pasta. And then I do my chicken pot pie, very, very popular now. And I thicken that and add peas and a few other things. So I sort of try to keep everything moving quickly and fresh, but I try to give a lot of variety.
What is the one soup that people will not let you take off the menu?
Well, my favorite soup is conch chowder, but my biggest seller is butternut squash.
Oh, we have a picture of that, actually.
I had a guy curse me and ask me, I hope you go out of business now. Because I was out and I said, listen, I don't run out, but I'll be out for about 15 minutes. And I said, he's like, I can't believe you don't have it. I hope. And he walked out. Now, he came back and apologized the next day. And, of course, he got it. He said he's having a really bad day. And he just really wanted that soup. I said, no, listen, I'm really, really sorry. I wish I had it for you, but it's only – but, yes, that was probably my biggest seller every single day.
Well, we're going to take a look at some pictures right now. Ruby will just put in some just random pictures. And I know we do have a picture of the butternut squash. It doesn't even have – yeah, there you go.
It's just the soup, right?
And it's served with that wonderful homemade bread and butter, and that just screams comfort food right there. Yeah.
I've been using the same bread company since I opened, Casano's Bakery down in Pembroke Pines. Not to give them a shout out, but I should because their bread is awesome.
That's okay. Yeah. So you get it in fresh every day? They
deliver it to me every night.
Every night. Oh, yeah. It's so good. People can buy a loaf to take home, correct?
If they give me 1 day's notice, because I order today for tomorrow, they have like a standard order. So in season, I have to actually tell them what I need because it's busier every day. But if somebody wants any of the breads I get, they give me 1 day notice, and I have it here for them the next day.
And that's another comfort food, homemade bread with homemade soup. I mean, that's just a big pile of love.
It really is comfort food,
Let's look at some more pictures, too. Ruby's got some more to throw up. There we go.
That's the chicken noodle.
Yum. Oh, yep. And there's what it looks like. I love it. I love the paint job. I mean, that was like newly done about, 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, I'm actually probably thinking about doing a tan next.
Ah.
Like a dark tan.
Look at all the soup thingy-doos.
So, yeah, those are all my soup wells in there. They keep them all hot, but that's one of the reasons now that when people come in, they can still sample them because they're all steaming.
And that's what I'm going to ask. Like, if somebody that can't decide, you can actually have a sample before you make the commitment?
Well, of course, and I always did, but now during the pandemic, since they're steaming hot, I still let them know that they're steaming, so you're still safe to sample them. And that makes people happy again, and they're all doing that again. But yes,
it's kind of like going to an ice cream shop. You can't figure out which flavor you want, but this is soup. You get it in a little cup, and you figure it out.
Yes.
Except you probably don't mix.
I don't, but I do have people that do. I just tell them, don't tell the chef, and I walk away.
All right, some more pictures, Ruby? It's not just soups, people. Look at those terrific sandwiches. What do we have here? And they're homemade potato chips.
Yes, my homemade potato chips, and I cook my roast beefs, my top rounds, fresh here on premise. I cook my turkey, real turkey breast, and I get a real nice tavern ham. So the sandwiches, my girls do a really good job. They're getting known for the really good sandwiches now. And of course, every day I do a couple different dinner specials. Like on Monday, I do shepherd's pie every Monday. Every Thursday, I'm doing lasagnas and chicken parms. And that's all on the new website that I just put up.
I saw your website. Congratulations. It looks really, really nice. And you're starting up your social media. It looks great.
And my sister said she's going to take this and she's going to put it on there too.
And I'm going to send you your segment so you can do just that. How about we do some trivia? I have a $15 gift certificate to Chef Souparee, courtesy of Local Dines, and to Chef Souparee, located in Lantana at the Pinewood Shopping Center. And that is at the northwest corner of Lantana and Jog or Military? Jog.
Yeah, no, Lantana and Jog.
Okay. And I have
Pinewood Plaza.
Pinewood Plaza, sorry. And it's a tiny little place in the corner with how many seats inside?
I have 5 tables inside and I have 5 tables outside, and then that's it.
And these gift certificates are good for dine-in or takeout, which a lot of people are a little bit more comfortable with takeout right now.
I'm still doing curbside. If the people are afraid, I don't mind. I'll run out to their car for them, and we'll take care of them.
Okay.
So they don't even have to get out of their car if they don't want to.
Perfect. It's the new normal, right, Tom?
I'm not going to accept it, but yes, that's what they're saying. And it's horrible.
It's the new temporary normal.
Hopefully temporary, right? Because we have to be human beings need other human beings in their life, you know?
I know. That's why I had to go Sunday night.
Away from everybody. It's kind of smart, but only for a little while. You know, we got to get back to some sort of.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Wash your hands, don't touch your face.
I wash my hands so much. I got sanitizer in my car. If I go anywhere and leave, I put it on my hands. I rub my steering wheel, and I go on my business, you know? But I'm not going to be afraid. I do the right things, and now I'm good.
Exactly. By the way, Sean says your chicken pot pie and she crab soup and the beer cheese mixed. All 3?
Yes, I know who he is.
No,
I know who he is.
Yeah, they order from Krista McCall School.
No, I know the guy that does that mix. There's only one person that does that mix.
No, Sean is a girl.
Oh, well, I don't know. I know that they come in and mix. I don't know who it's for, but.
And then Sean also loves your grilled vegetable sandwich.
Yes, that's popular.
Cool. Okay. So here's a trivia question. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, just start typing on Facebook or YouTube and tell me. And Tom, shh. Don't want anybody.
I won't tell.
What is the most popular type of soup variety in the U.S.? The most popular type of soup variety in the U.S. Let's see if somebody gets it. And we'll give them a couple of minutes to type in on Facebook or YouTube. If you've won anything in the last 30 days, just please refrain. I have a $15 gift certificate to Chef Souparee. You can use it for dine-in or takeout. And we got anything yet, Ruby? No, not yet. Okay. What is the most popular type of soup variety in the U.S.? First person that can answer this question will get this gift certificate. In the meantime, we'll just chat. Chat. So you said you have, you also do like wonderful comfort food dinners. And I know that the shepherd's pie is what, every Monday night you said?
I've been doing it for the last month every Monday. So I go through a couple big pans of it. Being a little Irish in our bloodline, I guess my sister was making the shepherd's pie and the whiskey gravy, and it's been a big hit.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm just so hungry. Usually, I've been living on protein bars and water for like the last 2 weeks.
Well, now that you have me on your show, if you don't come by the next week so I can buy you dinner, I will be upset.
I really would, and Sean mentioned the she crab soup, which is incredible, and your French onion is incredible. I need some stuff just to take home to have food in my refrigerator because I just forget to eat. You know, you get so busy you forget to eat. But
Right.
Anyway, we just had somebody up, and it was Kimberly Gable Gates knew that it was chicken noodle. Congratulations, Kimberly. You got yourself a $15 certificate. We're going to get that over to you from Two Chef Souparee and localdines.com. And Campbell's first introduced chicken noodle soup in 1934. Actually, they didn't. Campbell's introduced noodle soup with chicken in 1934. And then they advertised on the Amos and Andy radio show. But Amos misread the script just like I just did a moment ago. And he said chicken noodle soup. And within a couple of weeks, Campbell's changed the name to chicken noodle soup instead of noodle soup with chicken. And now you know. So congratulations to you, Kimberly. If you didn't win this time, all you have to do is go to localdines.com, look up the number 2 chefs Souparee in the search bar, and you can purchase a $15 certificate and pay $6.99 for it. Oh my God. So you get to save some money, and then you go support a local restaurateur, this guy right here, Thomas, and your sister and your mom, and you people who have withstood an unbelievable, challenge in the last couple of months, keeping doors open when people are afraid to go out and they had to be shut down and blah, 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 blah. It's time to get back and support all local restaurants. And the challenge, Thomas, is to try one place new a month. One place you've never been to a month.
I heard you say that earlier, and I do like to go out still. Being a chef, I like to go out to places. So I pretty much do that anyway, but I'll make sure that I do myself.
Great.
I like to go out. And I'll tell you one thing, it really was tough for 14 weeks. Lost money every day, and it wasn't the fault of anybody's restaurant. It was the fault of the government saying, don't go out. They didn't say put the gloves and mask on, which it should have been, but that's beside the point. They said don't go out. So the government is what made it really hard for all the nice restaurants that I like too. I mean, of course, I love mine. I love mine the best. But I love other restaurants too. They're my favorite restaurants. And all the restaurants, I'm telling you, they're all really bad right now. They're all behind on their rents, their mortgages, their bills, every one of them, except for me.
And
because I had my mother help me. But besides that, the restaurants need everybody to patronize them for sure.
I've been saying that for weeks. Just because the restaurants are now reopened doesn't mean that it's all hunky-dory. No, now is the time when you really have to go support the restaurants because of what you just said, that everybody's 14 weeks behind in their rent and their mortgage and their this and their that and everything. So really right now, and the PPP money is going to run out. My PPP money, I got 2 more weeks. That's it. If I don't bring up sales, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I have friends that didn't get any money, that own restaurants. I have 2 friends. I'm not going to mention them on here, but they both own restaurants. They're good friends of mine, and they got promised everything, and they got nothing from the government as of now. Nothing.
Yeah. So this is the time. That's what all about, supporting local. Try something new. If you're not comfortable dining in, go do takeout, and throw them a nice tip, and that's. I've been doing this for 18 years.
Agreed. That's the best thing that we can do for everybody. And on that note, I'm not going to cook my own dinner tonight. I'm going to get sushi on the way home.
All right, that's awesome. Where are you going to get it? Do you know? You have a favorite?
Yes, I actually do. I don't want to give it kickouts, but they're in my plaza.
Do that.
And they're a little expensive, but they're really good. It's Shogun.
Shogun?
Yes, it's in the same plaza that I'm in. Like I said, it's not the cheapest, but they're really good.
Well, then they need to be on Local Dines.
I'll tell you what. You send somebody down to talk to him, and he's a friend of mine. I'll walk in with him.
Done. Done.
I feel.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Chef Thomas, hugs to your sister, hugs to your mom. Thank you so much for what you're doing, providing comfort food in a time when the world has gone mad. And, you know, there's a big, delicious hunk of love waiting for you at Two Chef Souparee at Pinewood Square at the corner of Military and Jog Road in, no, that's wrong. It's the corner of Jog and Lantana.
Jog and Lantana, thank you.
Northwest corner. There is no corner of Military and Jog.
Thank you very much, Taylor. I do appreciate it. Anything I can do for you in the future, you have anything special coming on, you know that I'm more than happy to come and help you do anything you need. Keep that in mind.
Thank you, Chef. So great talking to you again. I miss you. I will be there soon. Very soon.
My pleasure. If you show up, I guarantee I get them on your South Florida Dice thing. If you come, I walk down there with you.
God, love you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye.
Taylor, just pop it in for a second. Hang on, your mic sounded like a little muted. I was just trying to figure out what happened. Hang on, can you say something now?
Check 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're all good. Going away.
It's live. That's what happens. So you go in, support local. You know, chains, they'll make it anyway. It's the local guys that spend money locally. You know, that's what it's all about. And if you want to find some great local restaurants and save a little money at the same time, localdines.com. That's my website. I'm a small business owner too, and we appreciate your support. Hey, Ellen, thanks for tuning in. That's the sister. All right, let's take it up north a little bit. Juno Beach Fish House. There's a couple of places that I go when I want lobster, and Juno Beach Fish House is at the top of the list because they also have always have great lobster specials. But even more than that, my boyfriend can't get enough of their homemade blend oil and the homemade rolls. Unbelievable. He will eat a whole basket of 6 of them. It's unbelievably delicious. And let's go and say hello to Chef Glenn Cockburn right now, owner and chef at the Juno Beach Fish House in Juno Beach. Hi, Chef. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Taylor? How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to be seen. Thanks.
Oh, man, you were closed the whole time, right?
It was ugly. Yeah, it got very ugly, and it got ugly fast. You know, right in our peak season, it was like somebody turned the switch off and it all ended. So, and it wasn't just for me, it was for pretty much everybody. So
it was for everybody.
So, you know, we're all trying to swim out of the same swamp that we're in and fighting hard. So delighted to be lighted with you today, and thanks so much for having us on.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
You said earlier you thought that we might have been here 18 or 18 and a half years. It's almost 20 years. So it's going to be 20 years in January. So we're at 19 and a half years. So, and I feel it. I had hair. I was skinny, you know.
18 years for me. Maybe that's where I got that from. You've been with me like almost, I mean, since basically since I've been in business. Yeah.
So we go back to it. So.
Now, well, congratulations on that. 20 years in the restaurant industry, especially in South Florida, is a huge.
It's like dog years, you know. I mean, it's like a dog. Each year in a restaurant is like 7 years for most people. So yeah.
How have you seen the restaurant industry change in the northern part of Palm Beach County since you've been in business?
There's so much growth up here in the northern part of the county. When we started years ago, I remember talking to people. The building that I'm in, my landlord, Ted Brown and Mr. Bills bought the place, I think in the 60s. So they've owned it since the 60s. And at the time it was a Howard Johnson's motel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I would have all these people come in and tell me like, this was the only restaurant between Stewart and West Palm Beach for several years, for many years, early in the day. So, But I mean, you've seen tremendous growth in the North County, and you know, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, it's just exploding up there. And you know, Juno Beach, yeah, it's kind of been there, it's sort of been established, but a lot of housing all around us, thousands and thousands of homes. You know, Alton, Abaco, I mean, just so many homes. So
Right.
with that, with all the new homes comes a lot of new competition, a lot of new restaurants, a lot of new trends, and things change over the years. So like you said, we've been there for almost 20 years, and lobster's our thing, and we're very grateful for the local people that we have coming to visit with us, and we have just a super amount of really hardcore regulars that love us. So they're keeping us afloat, thank goodness. So
well, that was the whole thing. You had to, you know, make sure that when you were able to reopen your doors, that now we've been closed for 2.5 months. Now I'm hoping that my regulars feel comfortable coming back in. So luckily you have that big open air dining area in the back.
Plus we have the covered patio outside, which we can right now, even with social distancing, we can seat about 45 people out there, 40 people out there. And then we have
that's a lot.
You have the whole gamut come in. You have people that are coming in that are, you know, and pretty much they're over it. They're in denial about it. Like, there's no pandemic. I don't care. You know, then there's the people that aren't leaving their homes. So there's a whole range of how everybody's dealing with the same situation that we're in. So, you know, people will call up, are you wearing masks? Are you wearing gloves? Yes, we're wearing masks. Yes, we're wearing gloves. You know, we have sanitizer on the tables. We're going crazy with it. We're keeping everybody plenty spaces apart and all that stuff. But there'll be people around that they don't care. They just come in. I know. No mask, no this, no that. And, you know.
I just hope they're washing their hands for their own safety, you know. I saw something that I was, hold on a second. I just have to see if that's Ruby. No. Sometimes she sends me messages this way. You did something interesting. You put in a takeout window.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was there the whole time we've been there. We didn't put it in. It was actually there.
You're kidding.
And I had a Bahamas shutter covering this takeout window, because we never used it. You know, we just never used it. And it was one of my managers, Rick's idea was to take the shutter down and utilize the window. So, you know, we have that now. We actually just this week we're up. You can actually order and pay online now.
Yeah, good.
At Juno Beach Fish House directly through us, just through our website at junobeachfishhouse.com. And you can actually go through the menu, order what you want, pay for it with your credit card, drive up and pick it up at the window, not even have to get in to see anybody. So for the people that are super sensitive and that are really concerned about, they can do that. We have people walking up and ordering at the window. You know, we have people call in regular. We have delivery dudes. We have all that stuff. You know,
are they asking for an ice cream cone because they still think it's 25 years ago?
Yeah.
Johnson's.
It's 25 flavors of vodka behind the bar.
Exactly. I remember when vodka only came in one flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Vodka flavored.
Every hour there's a new vodka I think they come out with.
And do you stock those flavored vodkas?
We always have quite a few, but you were talking about Tito's before. That's definitely one of the more popular brands.
Yeah.
Tito's, Kettle, Grey Goose. Those are pretty much the tried and true super premium vodkas. So I switched from wine in December 2019. I got on the scale and I was like, oh my God, this is unacceptable. So I stopped drinking wine. Okay. But then I started drinking vodka. But just by getting rid of the wine really helped me with the weight loss because of the sulfites, you know, and the bloat. But I'm a Deep Eddy ruby red grapefruit. Oh yeah.
Vodka. Do you have that?
We have it. We don't sell that much, but we have it.
I would buy it.
My golf buddy of mine drinks that all the time.
I think I'm the only one. I'm the only one I know that even knows what it is. It's
good,
funny.
Though. It's really good. I agree with
you. It is. Dave Eddy with the club soda. It's really, really great.
You could not get the wine away from me, though. That's still my beverage of choice. So,
Glenn, that has been my beverage of choice for a very long time. Mm-hmm. I still will have a glass when I go out to a restaurant because I don't like drinking vodka with food. It doesn't mesh for me. But I don't buy it and bring it home anymore. And that's made all the difference. Seriously. So let's talk about the food, huh?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Juno Beach Fish House. Let's,
Yeah.
we've been there 20 years, so we know what we're doing. We serve fresh, great seafood. A lot of times local. All our lobsters are coming from the same. I've been buying lobsters from the same guy for almost 20 years, and it's New England Fish Market up in Jensen Beach, and I think they moved now. They're in Stewart or somewhere around there. But just great lobsters. And I mean, in season, we'll sell 250, 300 lobsters a night. I mean, it's a lot of lobster. So, that's what we do. Off season, even now with COVID, we're selling, 85, 90 lobsters. Tonight is Tuesday night, which is one of our lobster special nights. Every Tuesday and Thursday. Right now, it's $29.99 for Father's Day. 2-pound lobster for $27.99. So we don't make a lot of money on them, but I like to do the volume, and that's what we're known for. That's what's really enabled us to get, to make it this far in this business. So it's really helped us.
Yeah, and I don't know anybody that doesn't love a good lobster. I mean, I have 3 things on my, if I was on my deathbed, just in case anybody wants to help me out. It's filet mignon, lobster, and homemade gnocchi. Has to be homemade. So that's my last dinner. It's a surf and turf with the lobster and a side of homemade gnocchi. Okay. Anyway, what makes, like, sometimes you go to a restaurant and the lobster is like, you take the claw and it's got this water coming out of it, and what's the secret behind making a good lobster?
I mean, there's just a tremendous amount of liquid in lobster. When you get and then you get into the summer months, when the lobster gets very reasonable, when everybody does lobster specials, they get what they call soft shells, where they molt and they lose their shells. So they just retain moisture. The shells are real thin, and it just happens. It's a natural process of the lobsters. Every year they molt, and that's what you get. So lobsters tend to keep a lot of liquid and a lot of moisture in it. That's what also keeps them moist, though. So, but you got to drain them a little bit before you throw them on the plate. If there's that much water getting poured out of it, they're not getting drained as well as they should be.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to come back in my next life as a lobster.
One
day I was trying to count how many I've cooked before, and it's scary. It's just scary.
So Tuesday night is always lobster special night?
Right now, Tuesday night and Thursday night, we're doing 2-pound lobster specials. And we do lobsters 7 nights a week, but we discount them about $5 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, really, I'm selling them for about $4 more than I'm buying them for. So you couldn't even go to Publix and buy a lobster and cook it for what I'm selling it to you for. It's impossible. So
wow.
We hope that people come in and have a glass of wine, or maybe a Deep Eddy. People come in and enjoy themselves and spend a little bit extra money so we can get through it. So, but that's what we count on. But that's our thing. We're also doing right now. We got some beautiful yellowtail snapper. We're doing it franchise. Swordfish has been looking outstanding. A lot of that's coming right here off the coast of Florida. That's looking really, really nice. So, we're always getting different things in as well. So,
and the swordfish, I had the swordfish one time, beautiful, with the beautiful grill marks on it.
Yeah.
And a good swordfish tastes like steak.
It's
that grilled, taste.
Same with yellowfin tuna.
You know what? I'm not a tuna person.
I'll tell you what, if I cooked a tuna fillet, kind of rarish, and sliced it and blindfolded you and gave you a rare piece of filet mignon, you'd have a hard time telling me which was which. If it was
okay, then I would. With that being said, next time I will have to do that, because I would say that I can tell you. But at Juno Beach Fish House, Chef Glenn, it's not just seafood. If you're a non-seafood eater, there's plenty on the menu as well, right?
We've got ribs, we got New York strip steak, we've got chicken, chicken Milanese. And then we have all kinds of salads. We have a beautiful beet salad. We got chicken Greek salads. We have all tacos. We got all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty broad menu. But it's Juno Beach Fish House. That's our thing. That's our specialty. We hand cut the steaks, and they're great, but you're coming there for lobster, you're coming there for a piece of fresh fish. That's what people are coming here for. So
yeah. Plenty of outside dining right now to keep you comfortable.
We got outside dining. We have on the patio that's covered. We have also tables out front that people can sit on if they really want to be spaced out. And then inside the dining room, we're super spaced out inside the dining room. And of course, we're Palm Beach County. You're not even allowed to be at the bar. You can go up to the bar and order a drink, but you're not even allowed to sit at the bar. That's how the law is written right now. So
can I stand there at the bar and drink my tea, Betty?
We're not allowed to stand there. You can go up to the ber, buy it, back away slowly.
And try not to trip over my own feet. We have some pictures. We're gonna take a look at some of your food.
Good.
But before we do that, Glenn's Killer Bayou Bowl. Tell me.
Well, we did this. Maybe it was for you on a video years and years ago that we did it many years ago, and it's a version. It's kind of a jambalaya version that we did. That we're taking big, beautiful diver sea scallops. We're pan-searing those with some shrimp and some andouille sausage, some peppers, and a little bit of garlic, and we saute all that. And we add a little bit of a touch of heavy cream, a lot of Cajun seasoning, some sherry wine, and then we toss it with some bow tie pasta at the end, and it's really good. I mean, it's really good.
Oh,
it's the only dish I put my name on the menu, so I'm very proud of that dish. So
wow.
It's been on the menu. It's been on the menu for all 19 years. So
that's one of those dishes that if you took it off, people would have
we hear about it. We hear about it.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at some of the food at the Juno Beach Fish House in Juno Beach, Florida. Ruby's got a bunch of pictures we're going to throw up. Hello.
What is that? Jeez. Oh.
What is that? It's stuffed with what?
That's stuffed with crab meat. That's our 2-pound lobster stuffed with crab meat, and that one's broiled. When we stuff them, we broil them, and they're just really, really good. But a 2-pound lobster. 2-pound lobster. You get enough lobster. So a lot of times you go to a place and you have a lobster special. You have these little what they call chick lobsters, which are like a pound or a pound and a quarter lobster.
Yeah.
And they're like an appetizer. They're good. It's not like they're not good. They're good, but you just get into the groove, and
I need 5 of them,
and it's gone. So
right.
2-pound
Too much
lobster.
work. Yeah. I will never. I won't do anything under a 2-pounder. It's just not even worth it.
You have lobster standards, I see, don't you?
I most certainly do. I had a 4-pounder once. It was amazing, and I ate it all by myself.
We'll have people call in, and they'll say, "Oh, we want to get a 3-pound or a 5-pound." We'll get it for them. We order it for them.
You will. And how long in advance do you need to know?
A day. Unless it's a, they don't deliver on Sunday, but every other day we can get it. So.
Okay. All right. More pictures, Ruby. I'm hungry.
All right. That's the shrimp and angel hair pasta. That's a real light, special, beautiful capellini pasta. We're putting some fresh spinach, some roasted garlic, some shrimp, a lot of fresh lemon juice, olive oil. So it's a little bit on the lighter side. It's not real heavy. We top it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. It's just a nice, simple, light dish. Really good for the summertime. You're not getting weighted down with cream or heavy marinara or anything like that.
Looks beautiful. Gorgeous colors. Yeah, and those shrimp look gorgeous.
And that's it. We do that on our sunset menu that we do for our first hour that we're open every night. We open for an hour and we have a sunset menu. I think it's $19.99. It's like a 3-course meal with a non-alcoholic beverage. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
And that's one of the dishes. The shrimp and angel hair pasta is one of the dishes. That's our Grand Marnier creme brulee, and we make that in house. It's got like 4 ingredients: heavy cream, Grand Marnier, sugar, and egg yolks. You cook it in a steam bath, and then you let it chill. You put dark brown sugar on it, and we take a torch and we actually caramelize the sugar on top so it becomes like candy. You can take a spoon and wrap it,
break it
to break through, and you get these chunks of almost like rock candy chewing through it while you get it. It's really good.
Oh,
We make our own homemade key lime pie as well. And, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I've got some great people. I've got my prep gal has been with me literally for 19 years. My bartender, Michelle, is the first person we hired at the restaurant almost 20 years ago, and she's still there.
Wow, that says something.
My managers have been with me 19 years. I'm really blessed to have great people behind me, supporting me and making this place happen every day. So
I had the guys from CR Chicks on 2 weeks ago, and one of our watchers had asked, why don't you open a place in Boynton Beach? And he said, it's not even about the location. It's about finding the right people to run the location. And it was really hard. He had trouble with that in their Boca store, so they had to close. But you seem to have done a great job with that.
I've just been really, really lucky to have wonderful people help me and assist me and make my life a lot easier. You know, as I'm getting older, I don't have that energy I had 20 years ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about 5 minutes before I went on the air. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning last night getting some stuff done for a project that I'm working on. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And we have some more pictures. There's a couple more lobsters. Ah!
That's our Tuesday night. I mean, you get there in season on Tuesday night, you'll see us walking out with 20 of them at a time, just going, slamming them out. That's unbelievable.
Do you need a reservation?
Highly recommend it for Tuesdays and Thursday to make a reservation. In season, you need a reservation every night, but this time of year, definitely on Tuesday and Thursday, have a reservation for sure. So,
okay. A couple more, Ruby. There's the takeout window.
That's our new takeout window. You can see the Bahamas shutter there on the left side of that picture in front of that place.
Yes, yes.
There was one of those hanging in front of that thing for 19 years. So
unbelievable.
We took it out the back. So it's been handy.
That was a great idea.
That was a great idea. Again, great people thinking these things. Not me. Good people that work for me too.
And that's the whole thing. You have to surround yourself with smart people.
Yes, again.
Any more, Ruby? I think there might be a couple more, or maybe not. Oh, okay. That was mine. That was my sandwich.
That was your grouper sandwich you had with the caramelized onion, the melted cheese, the crispy fried grouper. Yummy. That's one of our real popular lunch sandwiches that we have. We're doing lunch Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 2:30, and come and visit us. And we'd love to have you in.
That was delicious.
It was good having you in that day.
That was Oh, the caramelized onions right inside made it sweet and crunchy. Unbelievable. And yes,
we cook those onions with a little bit of olive oil, dark brown sugar, and then at the very end we put dark balsamic vinegar on it. We just toss it around, and that's what it gives it. It's got that little sweet and just a little bit of that vinegar flavor. So it smells like a carnival outside when we're cooking them, but it tastes really good. So
wonderful. And there's another picture, and it's my hand dipping the bread into the oil. That's mine. That's my hand. That's my bread. That's my oil. Your oil.
Yep.
Oh my God. Seriously. It's not a good thing when my boyfriend eats 6 rolls and then your servers ask them, "Can I bring you another basket?"
Yeah.
Those rolls are out of this world.
We make our bread from scratch. I mean, we make the dough, we roll it, we proof it, we bake it. So, and those are baked all night long. So if you get them when they're right out of the oven and you have that oil for dipping, they are mind-boggling delicious. So,
many times we have gotten them when they just came out of the oven.
You can burn your fingers on them while you're grabbing them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that oil, the server will come with a bottle. They shake it up, and it's a house blend. And it is so good that I actually asked if I could buy some. I bought some and took some home. And then on Facebook, I said, I wish I could figure out the recipe, and I couldn't. And then you guys actually gave it to me on Facebook.
Yeah. See?
The secret recipe.
Today I came home. My next door neighbor, her husband's a doctor, and she's like, "Oh, I really want some of that oil. God, I love that herb oil. That stuff is so good." So I brought her a bottle today, just before I came home to do this. I brought her a bottle. She's like, "Can you get me another one for my friend?" So it's addictive. It's really good. You
should bottle it, label it, and sell it on your website online. You really should. It's that good.
It's got to be fresh, though. It's got to be fresh because it's
that's the thing.
All fresh herbs, and that's the thing about Juno Beach Fish House. We make pretty much everything in the restaurant from scratch, fresh. So, you name it, we're making it in the restaurant. I don't make my French fries, but pretty much everything else we make from scratch in the restaurant. Our house dressing is that white balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It is to die for. Our caramelized onions are in that, and cucumbers, and I mean those things it's just really simple and really good. And at the Fish House, we give you all this stuff. We're not going to nickel dime you. If you order a dinner, it comes with a choice of soup or New England clam chowder, or if we have another soup, you get a choice. We also have Caesar salads, and it's included. It's not like we're hitting you up for everything every second. Our wine prices, we try to be reasonable. We try to offer great wines at reasonable prices. So, I mean, That's how we've been in business. That's how we've been in business for as long as we have.
Exactly. I love your passion. You just, I can watch it actually come out of you. You're doing the right thing, and in a world where there's this one popping up and so much competition, and everybody goes to the new place, you have to go. Remember, there's a reason that the Juno Beach Fish House and places like the Juno Beach Cafe have been in business for so many years, and it's because of consistency and quality and fine service. I mean, friendly service that people actually know your name when you come back.
Yeah, my staff is very stable, so I've been lucky there as well. So that's good.
Yeah. Want to do
I mean, it's crazy times in our business. Know. Crazy times. I mean, we were lucky. You were talking to Tom before. We got a PPP loan, and we were lucky enough to get one, but that money's going to run out. And this disease is not gone. This is going to be with us, through the end of the year, probably, if not into the next year. And I hope not. I pray that it won't be. But we don't. We need everybody. We need everybody's support to make it through this.
I was going to talk about this next week, but I might as well mention it now. That PPP money is going to run out. So if business owners like you and myself don't bring our revenue up to where it needs to be, then I can't pay my employees because the revenue isn't there, because they're right now being paid by the PPP money. So it's a scary time. It's a real scary time. And
well, it was 2.5 months of the payroll is what you could get. That's what we got.
Right.
And we got our money at the end of April. You know what? It's almost July. Our money's almost gone. And
I got 2 weeks left.
And guess what? This is the low time of the year. This is the curve all the way at the bottom.
It's not easy. I know.
It's tough regardless. Without COVID, this is the hardest time of year. You lose money this time of year anyway. And now we're only allowed to see 50% in our business. And then they're still scaring people left and right. So
I know.
So be careful, take precautions, but live your life. Don't let this thing dominate it, for goodness sake.
Wash hands.
Wash hands. Wear masks.
Don't touch your face. Wash hands. Don't touch your face. That's it. Don't cough on people. Why don't we let's do a trivia question, okay? I got one. Okay. I got one. And I have a $30 gift certificate to the Juno Beach Fish House up there on Juno Beach at the corner of Donald Ross and US 1. And this will be for the first person who has not won anything in the last 30 days that can tell me, in Massachusetts, during the colonial era, a rule was passed to protect prisoners, saying that they would only be served this seafood no more than 3 times per week. In Massachusetts, during the colonial era, a rule was passed to protect prisoners, saying that they would be served this seafood no more than 3 times per week. What is that seafood that I'm talking about? $30 certificate to the Juno Beach Fish House. And we'll see if some answers coming in. Ruby will take care of that. And in the meantime, just want to remind people, you mentioned Father's Day. That's coming up this Sunday.
Father's Day this Sunday. We're doing 2-pound lobster for $27.99. All, we open at 5 o'clock. We're taking reservations. Bring Dad in. Don't hurt him too much. Don't take him out to one of these places where it's $100. We don't want to spend money on Father's Day, but we'd like a good meal. So that's,
a 2-pounder under $30 is insane.
That's crazy. And
good for you.
And we hope that dads come in. We want to see them. So bring them in. And we're open 7 nights a week at the Fish House. We open at 5 o'clock. We do happy hour 7 nights a week for the first hour and a half that we're open, from 5 until 6:30. It's 2-for-1 drinks, $5 premium draft beers, like half price regular draft beers. We have great deals at the Juno Beach Fish House. And then when we finally do get the bar open, we've got some great bar appetizers as well, but we're not open yet. Come on, Mr. DeSantis, let's get it.
Well, we'll be there to help you. We have Aaron said clams.
Well, it's always nice when we see you. It's always nice when we get you in. So really appreciate it, Taylor. And appreciate the support today as well. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Chef Glenn Cockburn, Juno Beach Fish House. Bless you. And I am trying to think in my brain right now, who can I call who wants to go out for lobster tonight?
Come on.
I
No, it's
I need it.
pronounced lobster.
Lobster! All right, take care.
All right, take care. Good to see you.
We'll
Bye-bye.
talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, what a nice man. Two great men on this on the show today. And again, we're looking for in Massachusetts during the colonial era, clams is not correct. A rule was passed to protect prisoners, saying that they would only be served this seafood no more than 3 times per week. What seafood was it? Do you need a hint? Do you need a hint? They serve it at the Juno Beach Fish House. We might have mentioned it once or twice. Linda Pepper! Lobster. Lobster. Congratulations, Linda. You just picked up a $30 gift certificate to the Juno Beach Fish House from localdines.com and the Juno Beach Fish House. If you guys didn't win, you can go on to localdines.com. You can purchase a gift certificate. This costs you $15. So you're saving $15. I think it's $15. Yep. And it's valid for dine-in or takeout. And you'll be helping my business, you'll be helping Glenn's business, and you'll be saving money. It's just a beautiful thing. So congratulations, Linda Pepper. To tell me type in the name of your Facebook group. Eat Local, Taste Local. I can't remember exactly because there's so many of them now, but this one's really great. She does a great job running it, and we're going to get that over to her. But lobster, yes. Did you know? Many people do know that lobster was known as the poor man's meal back in colonial days because there was so many lobsters. They would they would wash ashore on the shores of Maine and Massachusetts. So they fed them to prisoners and slaves and poor people because they were so cheap that poor people, that was pretty much all they eat. They ate lobster, and they called them cockroaches of the sea. And here's what happened. In the 1800s, there was so much of this lobster that this is when the canning process came about. So canned lobster became a thing, and it was really, really popular. And it was like one of the most popular canned products in the United States. So people far away were eating lobster out of a can. This is also the same time as the train transportation started happening. So people from the Midwest got on trains, and they took the trains to New England because lobster was there, and now they wanted to try fresh lobster. The restaurants found out that there was this immediate want of lobster and the demand, and then they marked their prices up, and that's how by World War II, what was once a poor man's food turned into a delicacy. And now you know. My name's Taylor Morgan. I thank you so much for tuning in. Ruby back at the ranch, thank you very much. Judy back at the ranch, thank you very much for everything you guys did to help out the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Chef Glenn Cockburn at the Juno Beach Fish House and Chef Thomas Mazzocchi at Two Chefs Souparee in Lantana. Please, if you want to support local and you want to save a little bit of money at the same time, my website is localdines.com. And that's where you can log on and buy gift certificates at half price. Find all kinds of new places. Visit one new restaurant this month. One new restaurant a month. It will make all the difference in helping to support local if everybody just did that. We appreciate you too. Linda, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Taylor Morgan, and until we eat again, stay safe, stay healthy, and support local. Bye-bye.